Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you all are doing well. Hmm? So before we start, let's do some comments and tell me whether you are from Form 5 or you're from Form 4. Okay, let's get someone ready because early in the morning, right? Okay, so today we are going to learn about chapter 1. So basically in our school, right? Most of our teacher will be skip through the introduction of biology, but then what I feel is chapter 1 is actually very important because if someone have to truly understand what is biology, basically we need to know about what we're going to learn, why we need to learn, and how we need to learn. Yep. And also the history about it, how this biology formed. So in this class, okay, so I will telling about everything. Okay, so if you have any things you want to know, you can comment below and I will check it out later. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so how many of you is wondering what is biology? Hmm. Have you think about it? What is biology? So the biology, the word itself is a Greek word. Okay, Greek words. Greek is a language that's spoken by the people living in Greece. Okay, somewhere here. Okay, it's very far away from Malaysia. Okay, it's a kind of old language. Okay, but still using now. Okay, the biology itself can is a combination of two words, which is bios, which means life, and logis. It came from the words logos, which means discussion. So the combination of these two words into biology, meaning itself a discussion about life. Okay. So today's biology means the study of living organism. Okay, anything, whether it's bacterium, a fungus, a plant, animals, every living thing we are learning in biology. Okay, so you might be scaring. So many things to learn. Ah. Oh my god. Then how I'm going to finish my subject biology? So don't worry. Basically, we divided this field. So in Form 4 and Form 5, we will learn about biology in a very basic. Okay, so we tell you how the very basic things. So after you have graduate from secondary school, okay, you persuade yourself to a higher level, for example, university level. So you have to choose a field that you are most interested in. Okay, for example, here. So we have parasitology, which learn about parasite. Okay, so biochemistry, maybe you like something about inner organism, what happening inside our body, the chemical and physiochemical process, then you go for biochemistry. So you are very, if you are very interested in knowing about naming, naming system, want to name a new organism, want to name a new animals, okay, you might pursue to taxonomy, right? So if you are very interested in learning about behavior of animals, you want to know why is interact this way, why my cats so lazy. Okay, maybe you can go zoologist. Okay, if you are very interested in want to know about what is the relationship between an organism in a place in the environment, for example, the Sahara. Okay, you want to know why the lion act this way, why the lion want to chase a giraffe. Okay, this is called ecology. Okay, there's many more. Okay, mycology is study about mushroom, okay, fungi, and marine biology is learning about shark, learning about wave, uh, this thing. Then you can go diving and look at the organism, so big. Yeah. Then virology, if you like virus, then you can try this course. Yeah. So it's basically a very big, biology is very, very big. So which field you are interested to go in? Maybe you like plants, then you can go to botany. If you like a microorganism that's so small, you have to observe under like light microscope, you can go for microbiology. Interesting, right? Hmm. So now basically you are basically take every little part of every of this field and you start learning about them. And later on you know yourself which subject you are more interested in, then you can go for it. Okay? So you might wonder, lah, why I want to learn biology? Oh, so big. The subject itself so big. So basically it's very important. Okay? So first thing first, it allows us to better understand ourselves. By how? Am I wondering, one day if you got a fever, but why am myself getting a fever? Ah, biology tell you, because something enter your body, some foreign substance enter your body. Okay, your body might heat up yourself in order to kill them. Yeah, but the body won't be going to like 60 degrees, 70 degrees because we need to take care about ourselves, right? Our maximum can only go to about 38, 39. That one is maximum already. That one called fever already. Okay? So you now know if you get fever means you are sick. Someone get into your body. So it allows us to better understand ourselves. Okay? Then it's also provide answer for your question. For example, just now I asked, why we getting a fever? It's a question, right? Then the biology will tell you, someone go inside your body already. Then your immune system start functioning. Biology, right? And the biology is important because it's basically things that help to compile every of our ancestor works. Okay, we look this later. Okay, we will know about how the biology slowly develop. Okay, so of course, biology is just like a castle. You have to stack, making a stone stacking one by one. Okay, like this, then so that can reach top of the castle, then they build a big castle. Okay, Rome doesn't build in one day, same as biology. Okay, you have to wait for so many people to contribute to this subject, so that can come to biology. Okay, so here I'm going to introduce you six six people, six handsome guys that contribute in biology. Okay, basically there is much more, but these six is among the most handsome one that I choose. Okay, just kidding, huh? So okay, let's see. The first guy, oh, you want to guess who is he? You want to guess? No, try. So this guy is Aristotle. You might heard him before because he's a very famous philosophy. Okay, so he is the father of biology. Wow, cool, right? Father of biology means he discovered biology. Why? Because he's the first person to study biology systematically. By that time, right, there's no such words called biology. They also couldn't study about biology because no one invented, right? So he is a very important guy, which he start observing and describing all the animals. For example, he go to a fisherman and he get an octopus from the fisherman. Then he start observe the octopus and describe them. It had a big head. It had 8 arms. Then have a tentacles. Yeah. Then he start record, and he record all his observation inside these books. Cool, right? Hmm. So he recorded a list of animals, then come out with these books. So he's the our father of biology. So next, what about this guy? Oh, by the time there's no camera, so there's a reason why all the picture come out with cartoon, right? So this guy, the name is Galen. Galen is a very famous doctor in Roman Empire. He's a very famous doctor. So by his time, he's very interested in learning about. He want to know basically, how what is happening inside our body. What is happening? So he actually want to dissect human, but by that time there's a law. Okay, the Roman law, just like the Rome law, just like what we have the law in Malaysia. Of course we can't kill a human. Okay, we can't dissect a human just to want to know, oh, I want to know what is inside the body lah. I want to know how the heart is pumping. No, cannot. So he's very clever guy. He go and find primates. You know what is primates? Primates include all the monkeys, the apes, because he thinks that these animals is basically very alike human. So if I dissect these animals, then I will basically somehow know what is happening in human. So there he found the circulatory system. Okay, when he dissect the animal, then he opened the animal, then he found, oh, there's a circulatory system. There's a vein, there's an artery, there's a heart. Okay, yeah. This circulatory system, we will be learning in Form 5 later in our chapter 1. So, by how? You know what is the difference between the venous and the arterial blood? How? Because the venous blood, right? Actually, the blood inside the veins is darker in color, while the arterial is more brighter color. Then he discover and he write down in his book. Okay, so next, let's guess. Who is this guy? Who is he? Hmm. He's Anthony Van Leeuwenhoek. Wow, name super long, right? Seems like a very hebat guy. So let's see. He's the father of microbiology. How? Microbiology. What does he learn about? You know what is microbiology? Microbiology is learning about everything that's so small that you can only observe under a microscope. You can't see without your naked eyes. Even you wear a spec, can't see anything. Okay, can't see them. So we have to be observed under microscope. This guy is the first guy that observed a single cell organism. He spent a long time, okay, observe using his lens, right? And he keep observe. What is happening here? What's happening here? So he go and collect the rainwater, okay? Then he observe under his lens. Okay, then he found there's protozoa inside. Then later he want to know what is inside his feces. You know what is feces? It's dahi. So after he bear out, right? Then he go and take his part of his dahi and he observe what is inside his dahi. Cool, right? Why got such a person want to observe his dahi to know what is happening inside his dahi? Right? So this guy, I would say he's very curious, right, about everything. That's reason why he become the father of microbiology. Just like what Aristotle do. He very curious about why the animals look like this, why the animal look like this. Then he start to record everything. Curiosity. Okay. So next, huh, who is he? Come guess. Who is he? Hmm. So he is Robert Hooke. Huh. But then why Robert Hooke is so important? Because he is the one that discovered the cells makeup of every living things. By that time, no one knows this, but he is a Physics means someone study about physics, but he also contributes something about in biology, okay? By the time there is no such field differentiate, okay, you are from physics, so you go for physics. No, it's like everybody is contribute to a thing called science. Okay, so he discovered that every cell is made up of living organism. Okay, just like what we learn, we will be learning about in next chapter. So we know that we have skin cell, right? Then we have a lot of cells, muscle cells, okay? Then build out tissue. Then he is the one that know they found out actually every living things, even in cats, in dogs, in elephants, they all make up of this simple cell. Then build up together, they go together, and come out with a large multicellular organism. Okay? So he came out with a book called Micrographia. Okay, a book that used to describe the observation that he observed under a microscope and also a telescope. Cool, right? Okay, so next, this guy called Linnaeus. Maybe you're not very familiar with him, but if you are interested in taxonomy, right, then most probably you will be going through what his work. Okay, he is a Swedish botanist. So, what is botanist? Botanist is someone that's very expert in plant botanist. So, if you are very interested in plant, okay, you're very expert in plant, so you might be one of the botanists too, you know. So, he is another father, but the father of taxonomy means he do all the naming stuff and describe all the living things, okay? So, he invented hierarchical system of classification. So if you are interested, you can go and Google yourself. What is hierarchical system? So it's basically a very huge things. If I want to describe here, you might be so boring. So never mind. So this one I left yourself to ask Mr. Google. Okay. So here I tell you another thing that he invented himself, which is known as binomial nomenclature. So you might be wondering what is binomial nomenclature, right? It's basically a naming system, okay? If every organism comes in names with two words. So let me show you. Okay, you know what is this? Comment below. What's the name of these animals in Malay? Tell me, what's the name? So it's actually harimau, right? In Malay, right? So this in if you in European country we speak English, right? So what is this animal in English? Tiger, right? So if one day a Malaysian want to do some communication with European people, we then start to tell, okay, harimau dalam Malaysia kan lahir dua anak lah. Then do you think a European will understand what you're talking about? What is harimau? Right? So then this guy come out a beautiful name for this tiger, named Panthera tigris. So if one day Malaysia want to tell the European people, okay, the Panthera tigris here lahir tiga anak. Then European people will understand. Oh, Panthera tigris is our tiger, right? So this he give everything a special name, okay, so that all the scientists all around the world can use the name of these animals to communicate among themselves. Cool, right? Okay. So by doing this naming system, he came up a book called Systema Naturae. Okay. Maybe I read it wrongly. Okay. Pronounce wrongly. So everything he gave a name, he recorded in Systema Naturae. Okay. So this is what Carl Linnaeus do. So next. Okay, this guy. who is this old guy? Probably you heard him, okay? He is Charles Darwin. So if someone is interested in about evolution, right, you probably want to know more about him. So he is a English naturalist, a geologist, and also a biologist. Okay, he is another father, a father of evolution. So he thinks that all species came from a single source. Let me show you. So here, he thinks that everything comes from a common ancestor, then start to evolve, means change its shape into maybe a sponges, maybe a sea star, okay, maybe a dinosaur, a zebra, okay, a plant. So they all every living things come from a same ancestor. Then slowly they go develop and evolve into different organism. Okay, this is what he thinks. Then he also come up with the terms called natural selection. So you might be wondering what is natural selection, okay? So here I tell you what is natural selection. So here's the story. Long time ago, there's two types of giraffe. A giraffe with long head, long neck here, and a giraffe with short neck. Okay, so here comes natural selection come. Okay, by the time there's a short tree and tall tree, right? So the short giraffe and the long giraffe start eating, but the short giraffe can only eat the shorter branches. Okay, if the tree go like this, right? Then the short necked giraffe can only eat all the short snake. Okay, on the tree. So the long giraffe can eat either the tall tree or the short tree. Okay, so he got two choice. So by that time, all the shorter branch start to diminish. Means all the tree get taller and taller, right? Then the short giraffe can't eat. They can't reach. Then slowly, all the short neck giraffe die, and now left only the long neck giraffe. So this is called the natural selection. Cool, right? That's possible, kan? Before that, there's a long neck and short neck giraffe. Maybe it's happening, but we don't know. So Charles Darwin, think of it. So we want to celebrate, we want to appreciate what Charles Darwin have been doing during his year. So we have a day called Darwin Day in 12th February. So every 12th February every year we celebrate the Darwin Day. Okay, so it's cool, right? So you might think that, oh, I also want to be like them, lah. They are so cool, right? Oh, the father of biology, the father of microbiology, the father of taxonomy. Kan? So, I'm wondering, what should I do? Okay, here, Miss Lau tell you three ways in order to help you to study about biology. So, before you want to invent something, you have to basically know the basic about them. So, how? So, first thing first, you have to develop yourself with all the science process skill, which help you to think. Okay? So, what are they? You need to observe. Okay? You want to try observe under microscope. Okay? What is happening on your slide? You want to do some classifying. Okay? Maybe you want to know, this is under unicellular organism. Okay, one cell organism. This is a more cell organism, multicellular organism. Okay, classifying. Then measuring. Maybe you need to know how to use your ruler. Okay, how to measure all the SI unit. You have to know cm, centimeter, millimeter, micrometer. Okay, these are the things that you have to know. Inferring means, yeah, if after you got all the data, okay, you have to infer your data. Then you might want to predict. Okay, just like what we do in hypothesis. If rain heavily today, we might be having flood. Okay, so predicting, communicating. Why we need communication skill? Because we have to communicate with our friends. Okay, can you please pass me the conical flux? Okay. Yeah, if you don't know what is the thing about the conical flux, then how people are going to pass you things, right? So interpret data. Okay, after you got all your data, your measuring, your numbers, right? Then you might want to know why the data is like that. You want to make a graph, everything, so that you can do something about the data. So next, controlling variables. Okay, there's three types of variable, right? We learned science before. The manipulator variable, the controlling variable, the control variable, and also the responding variables. Okay, so these three variables you have to control well in your experiment. Okay, then you do your experiment. So next, you also want to know, acquire the manipulating skills. So the science process skills basically is how you use your brain to think. But the manipulative skills is something that do with your hands. So are you able to use or handling all the scientific apparatus? Can you? Okay. Can you correctly use all your specimens safely? Will you clean and store back your apparatus after you use them? Okay, so these are all the things that involve in manipulative skills. Okay, so after you have used your laboratory, right, you have to remember to clean and store all your apparatus and off the light and close the door. Then you are the person that got manipulative skills. Okay, then third one, you have to follow a scientific method. Why? Because if you record them, you do a report with a list of these, follow the sequence, do all the scientific methods. Then only if people in future, okay, your choo want to try doing the experiment again, then they can redo the experiment. So the scientific methods basically is very important. It also helps you to think in a flow, okay, clearly, and you won't mess up your thoughts. Okay, so first you have to identify the problem. Okay, then you have to form a hypothesis. So by identifying the problems, for example, why the plant goes straight towards the sun, why the sunflower go towards the sun. So identify the problem, then you will might thinking about how to go on with your variables. What is your manipulative? What is your control variable? What is your manipulating variable? Then only you can form your hypothesis by using your manipulative variables and also your responding variable. Okay? Then next, then you will start planning about experiment. Okay, writing about the steps. So first step, I need to place my plant under the sun. Okay, then again, you want to record uh, from morning till night what is happening with the plants, something like that. Then four, you control the variables. Maybe this and this plant, okay, both sunflower. One sunflower I cover with a black box, and the other one just placed like that under the sun. Okay, so you control the variables. Okay, then also only you conducting all the experiment. Okay, then collecting the data. What happened will be the plant under a big black box comparing to another. Okay, so you record the length, maybe the growth of the plants. Okay, then you record the data, then analyze. So after you got all the numbers, you do a graph, and you observe the go upwards, the line go downwards, something like that. Okay, then you forming a conclusion. Okay, the plants that grow under the sun will grow faster than the one grow under a black box. Forming a conclusion. Okay, then now you have to write a report so that later on your chuchu, your anak-anak can redo the experiment, right? Then you also make a copy of yourself, okay, so that future you can refer back to your experiment. Okay, this is why we need to conduct a scientific methods, and this is the list of the scientific methods that we need to follow. So even after I finish my degree, right, these are all the lists that we basically have to follow forever and ever. Okay, because those are the things that are very important. So you might wondering, so after I learning about biology, right, you were thinking, what types of job can I do if I further my study in biology? So can you think about some jobs that you can do in biology? Of course, not only biology teacher lah, right? There's a lot more jobs. Think. I wait for you. You try. Maybe you watch Net Geo, right? National Geography. You try. You can try. What kind of job you can get? Comment and let me know. I saw Project Com. Hi. He's from Form 4, SMKTI Johor. Wow, we're very far from us, right? Johor. Hello. So, Kartika Kachanda. Oh, so cool. You know Harimau, right? Panthera tigris. That's the way we communicate in science. So, life comes. What kind of career you can think of if you pursue a study in biology? Doctor. Yep. Yes, you are right. Amy Amila. Yeah, you are right, doctor. Nadia Amin. Yes, doctor and veterinary. Virologist. Okay. Yeah, yes, you are right. Study about virus, right? So, like, come. Who else can give a list for me? What kind of career you can do before I tell you the answer? I come up with answer. I wait for you. So basically, everything that you might learn about living things, right, is about the careers that you can do actually. So here I tell you what kind of job actually you can do. Wow, 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 wow. Ooh, these are all the jobs. And I haven't finished record everything, you know. This is only part of them. Okay? So as you can see here, even you can be an animal nutritionist. We got humans one, right? Nutritionist. Animals also got. Uh, you have to do like what things that can eat so that it won't get vomit, it won't get diarrhea. So this is what animal nutritionists do. So they will design what is will be doing in your pet foods. Okay, for example, the pack of the cat foods you buy, right? They are all follow the order from animal nutritionists. So genetics. So if you want to learn about genes, you know the genes, right? Then it can be genetics. Okay, marine scientist. Marine scientist is working on all the marine stuff lah, like sponges, starfish, whale, shark, or marine scientist. Okay, I got a lot of friends working about marine scientists. They are super cool, you know. They all go diving, everything. Okay, then they go diving, super cool. So entomologist is someone that very expert in insect. So tell me if you want to know something about these jobs, then you comment below, then I can know what can I tell you. So of course you can be a biology teacher, right? So you also can be a lecturer if you want to. Biology teacher basically the one that teach in secondary school, and the lecturer is basically a teacher that teach in university. Okay, so you can also be a nature photographer, just like what happening in National Geographic, the magazine, also the one in your TV. Yeah. Okay. You can also be a nature journalist. Journalist is a writer, but it's not only we got a lot of writer, right? Writer about food, writer about travel, writer about this that. But this nature journalist is only write about nature, which write about animals, write about plants, the environment. Okay. So if you are very hebat in doing all the essay things, then you can join them, nature journalist. Then you can go National Geographic and write things, okay? Then combine with what combine working with your nature photographer, okay? And with your pictures and your words there, and you can tell your cucu, your anak-anak, and your friends. Actually, biology, our nature, our environment is very important. Yeah. So these are the jobs, the list of jobs that are very important. So if you are a guys that very interested in I want to protect our what we call panda. Yeah, panda. If you very want to conserve a panda, okay, don't want it to die because panda is so cute, right? So you can be a conservation biologist, conserve the amount of animals. If you say, okay, panda is China stuff, never mind. You can conserve your harimau, you know. The harimau, the number of harimau get dropping because people want to hunt for their skin. Kesian the harimau. So you can be a conservation biologist to conserve them. You need to protect them so that they won't die. Then your cucu, your anak-anak cannot see any harimau anymore. They can only look at the picture. So conservation biology is also very important. Okay? So next, ta-da! Our chapter 1 is end. Okay? I give you some Q&A time so that you can ask me some question about what, or maybe you want to know what if I want very interesting in knowing about virus, what can I pursue? Yeah. Okay. Like anything lah. If I really want to like fish, I like really like the betta fish, what can I do? Something like that. You can tell me, right? So we take a rest, okay, for 2 minutes. So by 10:38, we will continue. Okay? So I look through your comments. There's someone said geologist. Geologist is not part of biology. Okay? But anthropology, yes. Anthropology. Okay? It's basically a part of it is biology, but yeah. Basically science, right? Science is like overlapping with all the fields. So by the time you study about virology, right? You study about virus, but maybe you did not know anything about genetics, so you have to work with another genetics, someone we very expert with genetics. Then you both can do a combination, okay, work together, then come up with a research. Okay, then tell other people later on after you got your result, your conclusion, then you write a report and tell everybody what is happening for this kind of virus, something like that. Hmm. So yeah, this is called science, right? That's why we need communication skill because we want to communicate with your friends who very expert in maybe plants. Okay, especially ecology. I found that ecology is basically a subject that very important as they involve a lot of people. For example, a geologist. Geologist learning about harimau, right? Then you might want to know because one person can only study actually basically one animals in his lifetime. So if he study about harimau, then the other one study about deer, for example. So they have to communicate. So why my harimau like to eat deers compared to giraffe? Then they all communicate, then do some experiment, then come up with result, come up with conclusion, then they start writing report and tell everybody what is happening, maybe publish in National Geographic. Yeah, right? Then he will ask a nature journalist to help them write something, things like that. So yep. So let's continue with our question time. Are you ready? I challenge you. So So you just tell me what is the answer for this question, okay? So maybe you think the answer is B, then you comment B. If the answer is C, you comment C. So if I come up with an answer that you might, huh, why why the answer is C? Okay, I think the answer is B lah, teacher. Why Then you can comment below. Then I will explain to you. So question 1. Which of the following defines the field of study called mycology? A. The study of history. B. The study of tissue. C. The study of fungi. And D. The study of virus. try. So, which will be the answer? So guys, comment below. Tell me which might be the answer. Basically, you can tempak, right? This is what I do when I was in SPM. But don't try that, okay? So, the answer is C. Mycology is basically a study of fungi, but microbiology is different. Sometimes people will be confused about two words, mycology and microbiology. So mycology is about fungi, but microbiology is about all the small things that observe under microscope. So I saw someone answering B. B, the study of tissue is basically histology. Histology. Okay, D, study about virus. Virus is about uh, the study of virus is called virology. Virology. Okay, virology. Okay, GY. Yep, virus. Okay, so next, the terms biology originate from the Greek words called bios and logos. So what does bios mean? So tell me, what does bios mean? A, study. B, life. C, phenomenon. And D, discovery. What does bios mean? And I told you in the beginning of the class again. So come on. What is the answer? Let me check your reply. The Wi-Fi is a bit slow. So yep, Amy is answered correctly. Yay! The answer is B. Good job, Amy. So next, the study of life processes and activities which take place within an organism is known as A. Physiology. B. Biochemistry. C. Mycology. And D. Microbiology. So, what is the study of life processes and activities which take place within an animal? Okay, what it is? Okay, this one maybe you have a bit confusions. So, what will be the answer? So this one you might not know. Never mind, I'll give you the answer. So the answer is A, physiology. It's learning about life process, right? So next, biology is the core subject of which career? So one, doctor. Two, biology teacher. Three, veterinarian. Four, ecologist. So which kind of career need the subject biology? So this one I think you guys might know. So let me answer. Yep, Amy gave me the answer. D is D. You're right. Okay, it's basically involve everything. Okay, doctor need to know about your secretary system, right? Just like our father. Who is he again? The gallon, right? The doctor. Biology teacher just like me. I need to also learn about biology before teaching you, right? So veterinarian is the one that a doctor for animals. So the veterinarian also need to know about what is happening in animals' body, right? So of course biology is very important for them. And ecologist, okay, is someone who learn about ecology, okay, learning about what happening with the relationship between animals and also the animals and environment. So five, a scientist carry out its investigation of bacteria, viruses, algae, protozoa, and fungi. So what is his field in biology? Okay, A, zoology, B, bacteriology, C, microbiology, and D, genetics. So come, give me a try. Give it a try. So what will be the answer if someone like to study about bacteria, virus, algae, protozoa, and also fungi? These are all the things, let me give you a clue. They can be only observed under a microscope. So, yep, it is a microbiology. Yes, you're right. So next, a student is interested in study on pollination of plants. Okay, what are the field that he need to be pursued? Okay, the words, the keyword is plant and also pollination. So what will be the guys need to study? So I wait for your answer. Okay, so what are the field that he need to be pursued? Botany, ecology. Okay, I saw Amy answer A. Yep, you're right. But it's also important about ecology because if we say about pollination, right, it's basically involved in insects, okay, entomology. So, here we don't have answer on entomologies, but if some things that involve in animals and environments, which is plants, so that involve ecology. Okay, so both of these can be the field that he can be pursued. Okay, so next, a student is an animal lover. So which career should the student choose? A, veterinarian, B, zoologist, C, microbiologist, and D, conservationist. If a student is animal lover, which career can be the student choose? Hmm, what is your answer? So basically, this question is no answer. Why? Because even if you're animal lover, I can say maybe you don't like dissection, then you can go for veterinarian for sure. Because veterinarian is someone that need to look at all the blood, the wound of the animals. So maybe you can be a veterinarian. So if you really is an animal lover, then you have to know which field that you need to know. Maybe you only like to learn animals, big animals, then you go for zoologist. If you really like, for example, duck in Malaysia, you want to conserve them, you can go for conservationist because the animal level itself, the words itself, right, is very we call a broad things. Okay, you have to understand yourself whether you can look at blood or not. If you can, if you want to cure the animals, then you can go for veterinarian. Okay, if you really like to know about small things, then you can go for microbiology. So first thing first, you are an animal lover, of course, is the first things in your life. Then you have to know which field you're going to pursue. Because sometimes there's people that are animal lover but he cannot look at blood. Of course cannot be a veterinarian. So question 8. Students like to observe small tiny organism under compound light microscope. So Which subject should he or she further? A. Veterinary, B. Zoology, C. Microbiology, and D. Genetics. So, is the answer under compound light microscope? Microscope is the keyword. Yep, the answer is C. Okay, some small things, right? So, when forming a hypothesis for an experiment, which variable should be considered? Which experiment? So, first, control variable, okay? Next, manipulated variable, then the responding variable, and constant variable. So, the keywords itself is hypothesis. So, by the time you work on all the Q&A question, right, you have to observe this hypothesis, the keywords. Okay, so what is the answer? Okay, if you want to do a hypothesis, of course, you need a manipulator variable and you also need a responding variable. So, what is the answer? Yes, the answer is B. Amy is so clever. So, how about others? You can try answer actually. So, question 10. The factor that can be controlled by a researcher called control. But of course, it's not control, right? So A, control, B, responding variable, C, constant variable, and D, manipulated variable. The factors that can be negotiated by the researcher. What is this called? Hmm? A, B, C, D. Okay, the answer is D. Okay, manipulated variable. So let's look at the picture. So x-axis is the one that goes horizontal, okay? Then y-axis is the one goes vertical. So this question asking y-axis of the graph represents the A, control, B, responding variable, C, constant variable, and D, manipulated variable. So what is the answer for this? Okay, y-axis is the one go vertical. Okay, the answer is respond variable. Okay, responding variable is the one going y-axis. Okay, then x-axis of the graph represent is the same graph. Okay, what about x-axis? X-axis is the horizontal. So what will be the answer? Hmm? Yep, it's responding variable. Uh, responding variable is the answer for the last question, okay? The answer for this is manipulated variable. Okay? So, question 13. Which of the following scientific attitudes should be practiced when conducting experiments? Okay, 1. Being objective. 2. Being irresponsible. 3. Being honest and trustworthy. Okay. 4. Daring to try. So what will be the answer? So what will be the answer? Okay. So in this question, I will say A is the answer. Okay. Being objective means you know what is your problems, you identify your problems, and objectives and you know what is happening, how you're being controlled for your variables, everything, right? So next, being honest and also trustworthy, because I know that some of our students would like to change its data so that make a very beautiful graph. So basically, it's a wrong things. You can't do that for sure after, even if you are in degree or anything. So you have to be honest and trustworthy. Don't try to change any of your answer. I mean any of your data. So be honest lah. Okay. So yeah, if you do also experiment, so being objective and being honest is very important. So next, which of the following skills is important to conduct an experiment? So what will be the answer? Okay, for this question, the answer is okay. 1. Thinking skills. 2. Communication skills. 3. Science process skill. And 4. Manipulative skills. Mhm. So the answer will be everything. Thinking skill, communication skills, science process skills, and also manipulative skills. Okay? So question 15. Which of the correct order of steps in conducting an experiment? So if we are conducting an experiment, right? What will we need to do first? So first, of course, we have to identify the problem, right? Then, then we have to form a hypothesis, of course, because we know what are variables, right? Then we have to conduct experiment. Then finally we form a conclusion. So Kartika and Amy, you're right. Okay, the answer is C. So question 16. When forming a hypothesis, which variable should be considered? Oh, it's a repeat, right? Okay, let's test you again. So what will be we need if we want to do a hypothesis? Hmm? Yep, the answer is C. You're right. The responding variable and also the manipulated variable. Okay, so clever, huh? But everything I thought. Good. In an experiment of study, the effect of temperature on rates of ice melting, which type of variable is temperature in the experiment? A. Manipulated variable. B. Responding variable. C. Control variable. And D. Constant variable. So the keywords is temperature. Okay? Temperature is the things that affect the rate of your ice melting. So the rate of your ice melting probably will be the responding variable. So how about the temperature? Okay, how about the temperature? So the temperature is your manipulated variable, okay? Because the temperature is the one that control your ice melting. Okay, so it's manipulated variable. So question 18. So here comes Uncle Hafiz. Okay, what Uncle Hafiz want? Uncle Hafiz say he want to know about what will be happening if a plant is not watered. So what is the manipulated variable in his following experiment? I think he means what is the manipulated in his experiment. So he want to know what will be happen is if a plant is not water. Okay, so plant and water. So what is the manipulated variable? So for this question, it basically means he will be having two plants with one plant's water and the other one not water. So what will be the manipulated variable? So A, type of plants, B, sunlight, C, volume of water, or D, type of soil. Look at the picture, okay? Uncle Hafiz want to know what happen if the plant is not water. Water means menyiram air. So what is the manipulator variable? Okay, maybe he put one plant siram air, the other one no siram air, then the next one siram a lot air. So what will be the answer? So the answer is C, volume of water, because one plant water, the other one no water, right? So 19, Uncle Hafiz is a person who really interested in plant. What do you think Uncle Hafiz can become after he had grown up? Uncle Hafiz, maybe it's a young guys like us, right? Only, how old are we? 17 years old. Okay, so what can he become after that if he is very interested in plant? So A, zoologist, B, conservationist, C, marine biologist, and D, botanist. So he is very interested in plants. So what do you think he will become? Yes, you're right. He's a botanist. Okay. So question 20. At the end of the class, okay, Uncle Hafiz would like to ask his fellow friends, do you like biology? Don't forget to leave a comment below so that Uncle Hafiz will know what you guys are thinking, okay? If you like biology or yeah, I don't like biology, you also can comment below, okay? To let Uncle Hafiz know. So, if you can also ask Uncle Hafiz to muncul in your next class, okay? Just comment and let him know, okay? If you say, Uncle Hafiz, I don't want you, go back, go back, go back. Then you can also comment below. Next class, Uncle Hafiz will not be there. Okay? So just comment and tell me whether you like biology or not. Maybe you can tell me, I really like animals. What kind of job can Miss Law list to me? Yeah, of course, I will list to you. Okay, just let me know. Okay, comment. So thank you so much, your fellow friends. This is what Uncle Hafiz say. Thank you so much, your fellow friends, to attend the class today early in the morning. Okay, hope we can meet in our next class. So Uncle Hafiz basically very like to muncul in your next class. Okay, say bye bye. So to all my friends, I'm Miss Lau. Okay, this is my email. You basically can email me if you are shy to comment below. Tell me what's your problems, okay, in biology only. Okay, so you can email me, okay? This is me, of course. So, boys and girls, Selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri, okay, for next week, and happy holiday for everyone, okay? Be safe, stay healthy for this current period, right? Okay, so bye bye. We'll see you on next class. Bye bye. If you have any questions, comment below. Okay, bye bye.